Whoa, I'm not center. Now I'm too short. Hey guys, it's Cassandra and I'm back once again for another video. I know I've been away for quite a long time and I am excited to get back into filming. I've been just having a really rough time with everything. So thank you for your patience and let's just get into this next video. Today I'd like to do my TBR for June 2018, and it's going to be a slightly shorter list because I have been on a major reading slump in the last several months, and I think that just throwing myself into a really long reading list would just make me feel bad about if I don't reach my goal, because I'm just not used to reading right now. I want to get back into that habit. I want to get back into the swing of things. And so I'm just going to have 4 books that I'll aim to read. I might read more and I might read less, but you know, that doesn't make me any less of a person. It doesn't make you any less of a person if you don't get to all your TBRs. It's just a fact of life. So I'd like to know, have you ever gotten to like a reading slump that just lasted for months or years like me? It's just, reading has not been something I wanted to do for some reason, and I just didn't get around to it after that. I just fell out of love with it for a little bit. I think it was majorly because I focused a lot on reading and with my high school and college and stuff, and I was finally free from it. And so I think I just like was completely turned off and turned away from it and stuff. But that didn't mean that I didn't write or study. It's just that reading any type of novel was just not fun for me. So what got you into a reading slump? Or was it just like you read so much or just didn't find it fun? What do you do to get out of that slump? Comment below and different options that you recommend me. Maybe a new reading routine or maybe inspiring books that would help me like want to read more. Of course, this channel will be about recommending books that I love, and I'll like probably fangirl and obsess like I do everything. I obsess over everything at times. So anything that I'm obsessed with, you guys will probably eventually know about. That's just how it is. And my pug's like snoring in the background, so I'm sorry if you can hear him. He's napping. So let's just get into this list. Again, it's just 4 books. It's a really short and easy list, but they're kind of thick. So I mean, you know, give me some points. I also plan to read more classics. Like I said, if I don't read them, if I don't read more than 4, then that's fine. If I read 2, that's completely fine. At least I'm reading. At least we're getting somewhere. If I don't read a page at all, I'm going to feel horrible. Okay, so book number 1. I already started to read it again. Like I started reading this book back in, just out of high school. I think it was back in 2013. I remember reading this during my breaks and stuff while I was a waitress, and it was not fun. This seems very petty. I just did not feel like it was something I wanted to read at the time. So again, since I'm trying to clean out my books this year, I have a huge number of books that I want to get rid of. Just a number of books. I don't know which ones yet. This series is going to be one of the series that I do give up. Like I want to like figure that out now. So I'm just going to read this and see if I like it enough to keep it or if I will give it away. If I don't like a book enough to finish it, I won't finish it. So if I just happen to just hate this book like 50 pages in, I'll just give up on it and I will let you know in my next wrap-up TBR. But it is Tiger's Quest by Colleen Houck, and it is a really old series. When talking about YA and stuff, this is pretty old. It's Tiger Curse series. I liked the first one for the most part. It's just some of the romance was kind of immature for me, even at that age. But I'm hoping that I will be able to like sink into the teenage mindset like I do with my writing, see if I like it. If I don't, then again, I'll give up on it and I will get rid of this entire series. I might even give it away on here, who knows. For number 2, I actually met this author on Skype, not actually face to face, but on Skype during my college career. And while I was writing a historical fiction story, she was giving my class advice on how to research and write and get in the mindset of someone who lived in that time period. I was doing Renaissance France, which I'm still obsessed with. If you have any reading recommendations, let me know. Like anything, because I'd love to research that and I will read that stuff all day. Her books is about Queen Emma in 1006 AD, the Norman-born bride of England's King Ethelred. And this is the second book. First book was really good, and I loved it so much. And I just could not stop. I think I read that in like a day or so. And like the author herself, she's really nice and really compassionate. And like when I was like asking a question, I was just horrible at like asking it. And you know, published author, and you're just like this college student that's just trying to do what she does. Talking or functioning in general was just hard enough. But she was really nice and like actually recommended a few books on France. And it's by Patricia Bracewell, and the cover's really cute. And I recommend the first book. This is the second book, and she's coming out with a third book, but I don't think it's out yet. This series is pretty good. The first book's called Shadow on the Crown by Patricia Bracewell, and it is really good. It was very compelling, very dramatic, and she has a glossary for different words used back then, like slang or vocabulary that we no longer use in English. And then an old map, and then this looks like a map of London at the time. For the first book, she actually had a family tree and all the branches of all the siblings and kings and queens at that time and where she fits in. It was really interesting. Okay, for my third book is a series that I have read and I have not finished for who knows why, but it was pretty good. But it's just like, for some reason, his writing just takes me a while to get back into because it's so sarcastic and nothing's taken seriously. And I'm a pretty serious person. Yeah, it's just that the style of writing just like takes me a while to just, you know, get back into. And that is The Serpent's Shadow by Rick Riordan. I know, I should be into this and all over this because I usually like young adult fantasy adventure stuff, but for some reason just his writing, it's supposed to be ridiculous, but it's annoying at times. Even when I was in middle school, it was annoying. At middle school or high school, I can't remember, but it was annoying at times, and I was just constantly rolling my eyes and stuff. So I hope I can get through this and just fall in love with his writing again, but who knows. Again, this is to clean out my bookshelf and stuff, and these books have been there for a while, and so I'm trying to figure out like what series I want to keep and what series I don't. So that's why I'm reading old books. The next book is kind of more up my alley right now because I'm more into the young adult to, you know, adult like kind of book. And that's A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. Deborah Harkness. I hope I did not slaughter her name, but I might have. I'm already like 8 pages in. I already kind of like it. I think I just need to get into this more to have like a defined opinion. Like 8 pages is not enough for me to determine whether or not I like a book. And that's my list for June. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you have any recommendations for July, because I might need 5 books. Hey, if I read these 4, I'll probably want to do 5. I know, getting a little crazy now. If you have any book recommendations, just put them down there. If you liked any of the books that I talked about or showed, tell me about what you liked about them. No spoilers, please, because I read those. I read comments. And also, please don't forget to tune in next time. And I will see you all later. Bye. Today, I would like to discuss. Today, we're talking about. Today, I'd like to do my TBR reading list for June 2008. Today, I'd like to do my